I want to introduce Peter Vandermeulen to you, and he was on the trip with us as well. He came in from LA. He heard about the Survival Club convention from a flyer, and he walked into the West US office and said, "I'm here to sign up." And he signed up and he came, and he has a product that he designed and manufactured, and he's on the call. He's going to tell you about his fire starter. Hey, hi, Peter.
Hi. Good to talk with you guys. I mean, I've been interested in survival related activities for a long time. About 7.5 years ago, my wife and I decided to start manufacturing an emergency fire starter. The technology that we've developed, or in some instances, copied or made better, made a better widget. It's a low tech, high tech tool. That is to say, just as a let's hold it up to the camera here. We've got a flint, which is where you get spark from. Magnesium on the backside, which is very soft. A soft metal can be scraped, and the burn temperature is 4,500 degrees. And the handle, if all else fails, you can use that as a source of dry tinder, and you can scrape dry tinder from the handle. Our striker, which is the thing that you use to scrape off sparks, is made of high carbon tempered steel, attached with 550-pound breaking strain paracord. So all the materials on this item are the highest quality that you can actually buy. Everyone else who is on the market with an emergency fire starter, you'll see 200, 250 of them on Amazon. Almost all of them are manufactured in China. And the Chinese flint, or the source of spark, is very, very low grade. I can give you technical details, but needless to say, when you try and get some sparks of it, you don't get much. Our flint is actually manufactured in Austria by the original inventor's own company, right? The guy that invented the modern man-made flint, the company he started, is still in business, and we buy from that company. And so it truly is the best flint the money can buy. And why that's important is a tool like this is the mid-size tool. This will give you 2.5 years of fires every day. If you had to light a fire once a day, it'd last approximately 2.5 years. And if you were really skilled at it, it would actually last a lot longer than that. But the point being is low tech, high tech. That is to say, if all else fails and electricity is unavailable, and the water supply is not adequate to human needs, consumption needs and so forth, and you don't have a ready source of fire, your batteries have gone dead, whatever else. This will give you the ability to light a fire over a long period of time, just through body mechanics alone, right? You just take it and scrape your flint and run off a few sparks there. I don't know if you can see that well.
Oh yeah, you can see.
But it takes very little effort. The competitors' products, unless you have a man's strength, it's very difficult to actually get the sparks from. And so if you had a 10-year-old kid with coordination, a little strength, they'll be able to use this to light a fire with it in whatever situation, right? And so basically it becomes a universal tool that just about anybody could use to light a fire. And in dire circumstances, or even marginal circumstances, you're going to need to boil water to drink it, to ensure you kill bacteria and so forth in it. To cook your food, you're going to need your fire. And for shelter at night, if there's no other source of heat, you're going to need a fire for that too. So the major survival groups of just basic survival all hinge on the ability to light a fire easily and at will. So obviously there's a million ways to light a fire in our current situation that allows you to do it far more easily than doing this. But when push comes to shove and you have nothing else, this is a simple and easy method of actually lighting a fire when you don't have all the modern conveniences that enable you to do so. My wife and I make them. We are the manufacturers. This is not, we don't have a huge company. We do all the manufacturing ourselves. And if you guys want a little more technical detail, I can go into that if you like, but it's say, for instance, the magnesium rod here goes into the handle 3/4 of an inch. The flint goes into the handle 1/2 an inch. They're epoxied in with a marine epoxy. One of my tests in my backyard, I had a fire starter in the open, rain, shine, whatever. And after about 2.5 years, it was still functional. The stem was loose in the handle because all the weather had split the handle, but you could still keep it in there easily enough. The flint had rusted and the metal disc had rusted, but you could still light a fire with it. And that was 2.5 years in the open. And so we've really created a tool. If this is in your pocket, it's going to be fully functional until it wears out. And we're not trying to, once again, as was mentioned earlier, we're not trying to postulate really shitty times where everybody's going to need one of these, and if you don't, you're dead, right? That's really not the angle of it. This tool here is sort of like an Eagle Scout's dream in terms of lighting a fire because it's so easy to use.
Well, and so I do want to say that we've examined this, and several of us have purchased this item from Peter. If you have an interest, I recommend that you can go ahead and acquire one of these things. I think that you'll find it useful. Plus, he also has consented that anybody from CPG that wants to get one of these things, he'll actually laser on the CPG logo onto the handle.
Sure. Our normal prices on the big one are $35, $30, and $25 for the little. This is my Trump fire starter. This is our logo on that side. This is the presidential seal, and it's kind of hard. It's kind of grainy on the video, but the laser we use is an American-made laser. It's very, very high resolution, and there's MAGA, Make America Great Again, right? So we can put any kind of a laser engraving you want on there. If you want some special laser engraving, people's names, or even a photograph, a black and white photograph, we can convert that and laser engrave it as well. But that'll be $5 a piece or whatever laser engraving you'd like. But,
okay, and also we're getting requests for what your website is.
Yes, fire-fast.com.
FAST.
Yep, fire hyphen, dash in the middle, not an underscore. FAST.com, and that's us.
Good.
Okay, thanks a lot, Peter. It's great. It was great to have you on the ship.
All right.
It was great to get to know you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right.